Yes.
Enzo.
Yes. Honey, it's right there. Look, look, look.
Oh, he thinks it's Enzo.
There it is. Yes. Step on it. Yes. Step on it. Yes. Step on it. Yes. Step on it. Yes. Good boy. That was a good one. Look, you get a jackpot for that. Yeah. Step on it. Yes. Step on it. Yes. It's right there. Step on it. Now I dropped a jackpot. Step on it. Yes. Good boy. Step on it. Yes. Step on it. Yes. Okay, we have that. Now what I'm going to do, I want him to run through it. So he's going to run back and forth. No, come here. Look, look, look. Hey, hey. Look. Stop. Look. Get. Okay, so now step on it. Yes. And then I throw it forwards because I want him to keep going. Step on it. Yes. Step on it. You get it? Sorry. Here. Oh, I see it. Alright, ready? Step on it. Yes. Here, look, look, look. There you go. Step on it. Yes. So I'm teaching him to step on it as he runs through. Step on it. Yes. Step on it. Yes. Step on it. Yes. Step on it. Yes. Okay, so he knows the behavior. Now we're going to switch to what you would actually use when you're training agility. This is the exact same material that is on the dog walk in A-frame. So ready? Ready, little man? It's not a frisbee. Step on it. Yes. Get it. Step on it. Yes. Step on it. Yes. Step on it. Yes. Step on it. And see, I'm not moving. I'm close to it. But if I have to move up to it and point to it, then now it's no longer independent. Step on it. Yes. Because the more he has to rely on my body position, the harder it's going to be to...
Enzo, step on it.
Yes. Good boy. Good boy. Step on it. Yes. Step on it. Yes. So now this would be put in the middle of the contact zone on the dog walk.
Okay.
Yeah. So that he can run across.
The dog walk is a quote-unquote teeter-totter.
No, the dog walk is the bridge where you got an up ramp and
Oh, yes,
yeah.
yes. Okay.
So that's 36 feet long. And if they run as fast as a Doberman can run, they're going to stretch out and they're going to miss the yellow. So they have to, one part of one foot has to touch the yellow. So if we put that in the middle of the yellow, in competition they're so excited they miss the middle by a foot. They're still well in the contact zone because that contact zone is 42 feet long. I mean 42 inches long.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a good. So yeah, if they're a foot off, they're still going to be.
3.5.
So yeah, so one part of 1 foot. So that's when you don't trim the toes before a trial.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
Yes, because as a judge, I look and see if that line is broken between the contact and the rest. Okay.
Do they put something on like the thing so they can tell whether he stepped on it or not?
No, they're watching. So the contact is yellow, the rest of it is whatever the club likes. Yeah, yeah. So like her Tito.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, guys. Yeah.
All right. So now I separate up what we train. Just like when you're doing a recall that you call them to the front and then you have them get to your heel position. I'm not going to train come, heel, come, heel, come, heel. I'm going to train come, 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 come. Yay, let's play. Then I'm going to train heel, 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 heel. And like as soon as they get in heel position, good dog, here's a treat. I step in front, heel, I step in front. So I train those separately. And then when we do a dozen of those, yay, here's your toy. And I may do maybe 3 or 4 more comes and then 3 or 4 more finishes. And then we're done. I don't put it together until those are perfect. And then I don't do it every time. So when I work Dash now, I mean, she's 7 and she's up in utility. We're working on our title. Usually as soon as I get a straight finish, I just play with her.
Okay. Yeah, he knows. He picks up on patterns.
Yes, absolutely. And that's what happens. They anticipate. So instead of coming front, they go, well, I know I get the good dog and a pet when I'm here, so they just go to heel position.
Yeah.
Yes, so I never train them together. So you only want to train one thing at a time so you don't muddy the water. So I train the spot, and you can call it whatever you want. People call it spot. They say step. You can call it whatever you want. Now I want to teach him to go around the cone. Come here, sweetie. Come over here. So shape train when he looks in that direction. Yes, but we want to go this way. And then I toss it. And now just coming back, he's already coming back to the cone. Yes. So I usually call this pylon. So I'm gonna.
Okay.
You can always
You want
change.
him to go
I want to go clockwise. Pylon. Yes. Oh,
I remember this.
pylon. Oh, so at least he's interacting with it. He doesn't know
Yeah.
exactly what to do, but he's interacting. Pylon. Yes, go boy. So this is off my right hip, and I want to throw far enough away. That wasn't far enough. Pylon. Yes. You almost did it. I didn't give you a chance to try. Go boy. Pylon. Yes, for you. That was close.
Oh.
That was close. Pylon. So now I need him to interact with it again. Yes, good boy. And at that point, I'll just ask him to look. Because he's already... Pylon.
Take what he did.
Yes, good boy. You were going to do that one on your own, huh? Pylon. Figure it out. Yes. Pylon. Yes, good job. Good boy. Pylon. Yes, look at you. Good boy. Pylon. Oh, you missed. No, come over here and do it again. Pylon. Yes, good job. So I'm going to help him. I'm not going to make him do 100% his own, but he at least has to start it. Good boy. Pylon. Yes. Pylon. Yes, for you. Good job. Once they know that, now let me get more treats. So I'll show you what I do to start teaching him to run across the board. So that taught him to turn tight.
Okay. Oh yes, right.
Yes, I
That
want
head
him to
snap
turn tight.
coming back.
So at this point, he's going to go both directions. I'm going to run up to it and ask him to go right towards me, and then as he's eating, I'm going to switch sides and ask him to go left. So he needs to turn to whatever side I'm on.
Okay.
So come here, little man.
I don't have anything. Sorry.
Come here. So I'm just going to tell him that let's hurry. Ready? Let's hurry. Hurry, hurry. So he already knows to go around. I toss it, and now I change sides. Ready? Hurry, hurry. Yes.
So
Hurry,
yeah,
hurry.
it doesn't matter.
Whoopsie, we missed you. Weren't even on the board. Ready? So this would be at the end of the dog walk. Ready?
Oh, I
Hurry,
see.
hurry.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh, you missed. Ready? Hurry, hurry. Yes. Hurry, hurry. Oh, sorry, sweetheart. Ready? Ready? Hey! Come here. Come here. I know, you bumped into it. Don't be on it. Come here. Ready? Hurry, hurry. Yes. So what I'm doing is my opposite arm, when he's on my left, it's my right hand, get out of there, baby,
And
that pulls him back and I throw.
Okay.
When he's on my right, it's my left hand. So what's
Yes,
the
okay.
opposite hand. So what I'm doing, you'll learn.
So left cone, left hand, right cone, right hand.
Okay.
That's how I'm doing it.
If that's how it.
Yeah.
So the whole principle of this is called a front cross. You're running. He's on your left side. You turn towards him, so he's in front of you, and you go the other way. Now he's on your right side. You're going to need that for later on in the course, somewhere, when you're changing direction. So you're teaching him a lot of different skills when you do this. The tight turn, the run to the cone, and to switch sides with you. So now, once he knows to do that, now we add a second set. Now he has to go through both sets. Come with me, please. Ready? Ready? Okay, both hands. Ready? Hurry, hurry. Uh-oh. Really? I almost stepped on your foot. That would have shortened your agility career, right? Ready? Hurry, hurry. Yes. Hurry, hurry. Yes. So they're so close he can't go between. He's got to go past both. Hurry, hurry. Yes. Hurry, hurry. Yes. And the more proficient he gets, obviously he wouldn't go through the middle if I didn't block him. So the more proficient he gets, the more you separate these. Okay, so once he knows to go through, maybe bring him back just 2 inches. And in that same lesson, you may be able to do another 2 inches and another 2. Eventually, you're going to be 20 feet apart. And you're going to say, hurry, hurry, and he knows he goes through both sets, and when he gets to the second, he comes back to you. Now you get him on the dog walk. And you say, hurry, hurry, and he goes, oh, I see cones up there, got it. So the reason you want that tight turn, it shortens his stride and makes him lean back and turn on his butt like a quarter horse doing barrel racing. Yeah, so that's exactly what we're doing to them. If you just stop them, like almost all your trainers want to do, especially Border Collie trainers, they have what's called 2 on, 2 off. So they come to the end of the board, they stop, back feet are on the board, front feet are on the ground. But they have so much angulation that extreme angulation is a shock absorber for stopping when they're coming downhill.
I see.
Our dogs don't have that angulation. So now we stop them coming downhill and they have all that stress going forward. So I teach them to wrap, and they're shortening that stride when they get to the end, and they're leaning back. And you, once they know, now you also start doing this. Now between those 2 skills, your dog will not miss the yellow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, once you start pulling this back and you know they understand it, then what you want to do is put it a little bit forward, and you can close it up all the way and ask him to step on it. And then turn. So he understands the rules. And then you start pulling it back again. So once he understands that, you can pull it back really fast to where it was. But that's probably the one skill most trainers don't know how to train a dog. Yeah, so you don't want to stop them coming downhill. You're just, oh yeah, oh, you know what? You need to get that thing. You really need to get that thing. Yeah, that's just disgusting. Get it, yeah. Absolutely. Here it is, up here, baby. So I don't like barn hunt for a dog who thinks he's still in charge. Because barn hunt is all about letting him be the hunter on his terms. Yeah, so he doesn't need you. It's all about him. So scent work, it's not instinctive for them to go after birds or ants. So he's doing it because you two are a team. Barn hunt, he doesn't need you at all. Yeah, so.
It's really funny because he's somewhat already put himself in barn hunt almost. When I go to there's a soccer field down here, right across from it. It's called the Georgetown Playfield.
Okay.
They have lacrosse practice almost every other day.
Okay.
And in the mornings, I'll get out onto the field and go find it, and he runs and he gets me like 3 lacrosse balls.
Wow, very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Okay, you ready? I think it's gone.
Enzo, come. Come on, buddy.
Oh boy.
Good boy. Yeah.
Oh boy, that was fun. Huh? That was fun.
Foaming at the mouth.
Okay. So what do you want to cover?
Man, good question.
See, the nice thing is once they know these cones, when you have a jump, you have the bar and then you have the two wings. You put this in front of the left wing.
Okay.
You can say pylon, they're going to go around and do the backside. Because there are some times that's what you need to do. And they'll be able to do that independently.
I want to do some stuff that's really going to build his confidence. I know I've seen just in different situations he seems very, very, unconfident.
Right. And that might be his maturity.
Maybe so.
Or lack of, yeah.
I don't know. I think.
Well, and agility.
I see him rely on me, in my opinion, far too much.
Okay. So I'm going to tell you, the more control and manners you put on him, the more you're going to turn him into a baby.
Okay.
Where he needs you. Because he goes, well, I don't know if I have permission to do this. Yeah.
Okay.
So sometimes you just have to let them not have manners. So they need to not be aggressive. I mean, nobody has more ill-mannered dogs than I do. They jump. I hope they don't jump on other people, but I don't mind if they jump on me.
Right.
Dash pulls on the leash. But that's resistance training. That's why 3 years ago Dash was the fastest Doberman in the country.
Right.
So that's my goal. That's my goal. Is she behaves around me. She does what I allow her to do. I just allow my dogs to do more than what other people allow. So I would never have all 5 of my dogs sit, wait till I put all 5 food bowls down, count to 10, smile at my guests, say, aren't these guys well trained, and then let them go. That's like making kids recite the Declaration of Independence before they eat. So I'm thinking, when the food is right, just give them the food and train them during a training time. But you shouldn't be training 24/7. Walk should be dog time. Food should be dog time.
Okay.
And yeah, they can sit and stay for you to put it down.
Yeah.
But don't turn it into a training session.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not a sit-stay session.
Yeah, and the walk. Yeah, if you don't want him to pull, he shouldn't pull.
Right.
You can pop and say easy, but he gets to be in front, he gets to sniff, he gets to do whatever.
Okay.
But then all of a sudden he's looking real intent at those dogs behind the fence that are barking. He can heel.
Got it.
He can heel when you know he has it in him to react to those. He can heel every time you cross the street.
Yes.
In fact, what I do with my dogs, if this is the curve, if they're in front of me, well, they already know to wait. But like the puppies, Lucky doesn't get it. So we'll come up and I say wait. And I give him a pop and put that hand there and I get to step in the street. And the nice thing is with the elevation change, they learn really fast to stop.
Okay. What I've done with him as far as curbs go is slow down my feet really, and then he goes, yeah, that's right.
Okay.
He stops, and when I stop, he sits right next to me.
Okay. The only thing is there may be a time where I may have to enter the street and he has to stay. Yeah. So mine just learned independent of me. I mean, if I stop, they're absolutely going to stop.
Yes.
But every single time they come to that curve, they just automatically stop and turn back and wait for me. Now, what I can do, so Dash knows body cues so much because of our obedience and rally competition. So Dash can stop and look at me. I can walk up like this. She will get in heel position and sit. Because I walk so fast when I heel with her because I need her animated that when I stop, I have to lean back and bend my knees a little bit. And some people don't notice it, but my dog knows exactly that. Absolutely, yes. So I have this routine when I go forward and when I stop, and even on walk she notices it. So yeah, when she stopped there already, I can just do, and she goes, all right, I know what that means.
Yeah.
So yes, they can sit if I want them to, especially if there's an obnoxious dog across the street. I have more control if my dog is sitting than standing.
Right.
So I always want to put them in a position where I know they will listen to me if they were off the leash. I hope they're never off the leash, but I want them to just know whether the leash is on and off. Okay, I do this when this situation happens, and they're more likely to listen to you if they're sitting than standing. Same with a down. They're more likely to listen to you if they're down versus a sit or a stand. So down is the most controlled, sit is pretty controlled, and stand, if it's a really well-trained dog, it's going to stay, but if it's not, game off. Yeah, they're just going to move. They don't know not to step their feet. Not to step their feet.
I was talking with, actually talked to Maureen a couple days after the incident with Enzo at the house. I had talked to her about when I call him to come, if after we've been playing, throwing the ball, whatever. He always feels like I'm not done playing yet.
Right.
Trying to get him just to come back to me and that kind of thing, or walking out of the park off leash.
Okay.
He's such a hard-headed, independent dog that he thinks that he's kind of the boss, and I've been trying to really work with him on, especially the come.
Okay. So I do like that palm touch better than anything else.
Anything else?
Yes. And what I would do after you're done playing ball, I do like maybe a dozen palm touch.
Okay.
And maybe throw the ball and he brings you back. And then you throw the treat and you call him. And do a palm touch. So the problem is if you only call him once and put the leash on and take him home, that was a correction. If you give him what he doesn't like, and usually it's a leash pop or but you give him what he doesn't like, he learns to not repeat that behavior. So if coming to you is always going to get him to go home, then you just taught him not to come to you. So that's why you need to do several comes and reward him, throw the ball back, let him run, and then he comes back and it's like, here's a whole, and what I would do, I would toss treats on the ground, let him eat them as well and put the leash on.
Maureen suggested, don't repeat patterns a lot, right? Because he picks up on it.
Absolutely.
She said, take him to the car and then, put him in the car and reward him for going in the car. Then let him back out again and play a little bit.
And that's the same thing,
back in the car.
but you're going a little bit farther than what I would do.
Okay.
So I would stop with just the different recalls, and then finally, it's like we've had enough.
Okay.
And yeah, she's saying that the car doesn't always mean going home, it sometimes means he gets to go. So yeah, she just went a step farther into what you eventually want. But it's the same premise. Maybe start with the recalls, because the first time you go to the car, he's going to think, so start with the recalls so he knows he's not done. And then after that, put him in the car. You get a drink, walk around the car, do whatever. Then let him out. Let's go play again.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's basically the same rule of mine. It's just different in that sequence.
The time.
Yeah, just different.
Okay.
Yeah, that's definitely good.
That's good to work on. I've got phones at home. I can make a spot just like that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and this is the actual rubber that's on the boards.
Okay.
I would love to know how to make this, because I know there are people who actually make these. And they used to have the directions online. It's like X amount of rubber, X amount of adhesive, roll it somewhere. I can't find that anywhere.
So they don't find they don't have a rolled up strip you could lay out and cut holes in or anything.
You could, but it would probably be cheaper maybe if you bought the dots. I think I bought these for $6 a piece, and the teeter's going to be over $100, I think. Yeah. So, I mean, how many of these? You can't get 20 out of these to do $120. You can't get 20 out of that. So, and I put two together with the carpet tape, so you got more elevation and it's more obvious. But there used to be a book somewhere in how to make agility skins. So if you want to Google from whatever search engine you had, if you find it, let me know. Yes, how to make agility skins. And yes, the people who made these, they made my puppy dog walk, where I think it's 4 feet by 4 feet by 4 feet. It's only this tall. And yes, the puppies love to run across it, so I bought that from them. I bought my puppy teeter that's only that high, again, only 4 feet long. And the puppies were playing, you know, let's push each other off the teeter and having, and yeah, showing off when people came and visited. So I bought that from them, and they made those skins themselves. They made these, there's the circles themselves. They made doormats where the background color is one color, and then in a contrasting color it would be welcome or paw prints or something.
Sure.
So they made it. So, but you can't ask someone who is doing that as a business
Yes.
to, you know, how do you do this so I don't have to pay you,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, if you did it as someone who wants to get into the business, but you're not in an area that competes with them,
Right.
they may be willing.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, it's like.
Which is when you start the